Hello to all my friends out there. So now I want to get some of my cheap recipes out there. So I bought $5 worth of inexpensive food, and one of the things I bought was Vienna sausages. So I'm using two. So I want to make myself a sandwich, because what I like for lunch is a sandwich and a fruit or a vegetable. So I have some evaporated milk and an egg, and this is going to make an awesome egg and sausage, Vienna sausage sandwich. So you can see, so what's good is when you have the Vienna sausages, you can kind of conserve your eggs. You don't want to be running out of eggs. And then I need to take these out. This is how I burn myself so bad. I had some toast in the oven. So some people are being ruined. Some people who have never had to worry about money have been are becoming unemployed, and they don't have any kind of idea what to do in the event that there's not the money there that they're used to. And somebody said, why don't you get a salt and pepper shaker? I go, yeah, that's a good idea. So this time I got the pepper in the shaker, and I'm going to buy a salt shaker with pepper, for cooking at Dollar Tree. So this is going to be a good little sandwich. Okay, let me move over here. Okay, so this just takes a minute to make. Okay, when you're low on resources, be very careful with your resources. Don't just, when you fry your Vienna sausages, attend to them. So this is going to make a nice sandwich. And what I like to eat on this is Tabasco, if you have it, or ketchup. Okay, so for lunch, a sandwich, here it is. This will do. And a small fruit or a small vegetable. So what I have is vegetable soup, and a lot of times I just eat it out of the can. And then when I've had enough, I put it back in the refrigerator and I eat it later. So I have enough Vienna sausages in here for 2.5 more sandwiches. So this is more conservative than just wolfing your Vienna sausages down. And so now I want to, here, and I buy evaporated milk, and I mix it half and half to ensure that I don't run out of milk. This expired in July. So what we have to do is abandon this idea that everything has to be just so, because now people are coming out with it. What I think is we're heading towards a depression. So don't be tossing your expired cans. If you can't bring yourself to eat them, put them in the back of the closet. Mint tea, and I'm trying to grow mint, so I will always have tea. Okay, I posted a good video, and he is the same guy. He's traveling around the country, and he just so happened to be in Tehran a few weeks ago, and they have a currency collapse. Now he's in Scotland. Scotland. And his video is, why am I betting against this crowd on this? Alysso Rastini. And I agree with him. And he says, it looks like inflation, but very soon it's going to be deflation. So now this could be another reason that they're piling the shelves full of food, because they know soon people are going to realize, uh-oh, trouble, trouble. And, you know, they may be putting 20% of the food on the shelves that's on there now. So my plant was dying. I want to mention this. And I got this water. I said, could you guys give me some water? I was drinking Diet Coke. And so the McDonald's water is filtered, and you can get ice. So don't forget that. And try to avoid homelessness. Out there where I was by my car, I already made my contribution to them this morning. So, okay, so now we're seeing floods in Moab and Cedar City, Utah. Utah's being hit by a lot of bad weather, like floods. And so that's where my uncle and the one that wasn't, one left, one was killed by the COVID. And then my first cousins are up there. So I hope everyone is doing okay. At night I pray for them and all my followers too. So now back to this. You can hear, I looked this up. Most shelf-stable food is safe indefinitely and lasts for years if there's no rust, dents, or swelling. But you can safely eat them 3 to 4 years after the best by date. If you don't want to eat it and your food expires, donate it or give it away. Or I would say hang on to it, and you might be really, really glad you did. Now I want to mention something. One of the followers said she was getting some food somewhere and she was hoping there was bread. So if you're running out of bread and you go to a food pantry or a food bank, there's nothing to stop you from asking them for an extra loaf of bread. And most of them will say, okay. But I want to mention, what I do is I shop in places that, I bought this bread for 50 cents. I shop in places that, reduce the bread. Okay, one of the most dangerous things that might happen to us, God forbid, is 50. Oh, this was $1 because this is $1.99 bread. So, when I bought that last, here is homemade bread. So now you know if you're buying bread for 50 cents, what a fraction of that the bread is worth. So when you bake your own, you know you're getting good wheat bread. Now I have one more thing, and now everything fell out of the freezer. Okay, so when I was going to the food bank, and I had these haters, you have some nerve. You didn't have a stroke. Do not listen to these people. They will sleep soundly when you're starving in their nice soft bed. Do not listen to these kind of people. Try to avoid them. And they'll be the first ones that are getting the food if they need it. Okay, so I forget what it was, but they had a lot, and I asked them for an extra one, and they said, oh, sure. So don't be shy. If you need bread, if you're running out of bread, ask for an extra bread. Okay, so this is the first of my cheap meals. So you might be saying, well, Rhoda, what about the Hello Fresh? I put it in the freezer. It's not going anywhere. I'm going to eat it down when the time is right. And be considering stockpiling some of this stuff for a rainy day. Go to Grocery Outlet. I bought a lot of nice stuff there. Okay, you guys, please like, comment, and subscribe, and God bless you all.